I wrote, I love you, Harledene, on a table. I wrote, I love you, Harledene, on a table at work, and there are only 10 people that work here. Then the next day, someone else had written, I also love Harledene, under what I had written, with an arrow pointing down. I couldn't believe it who could have written this, and I was not pleased by this. Then the next day, another person had written, I also love Harledene, underneath the two other I love you Harledenes. I was becoming worried by this, and I wanted it to stop. That day, our manager had something important to say to all of us. There was a young person next to him, and the younger person seemed to be about 20. The young person was a guy, and my manager started to congratulate the 20-year-old for working for 60 years with the company. We were all confused because the company was only 2 years old. The 20-year-old was also confused. Then the 20 started to age so quickly. He aged so badly that he was no 80 years old, and he now had a pension, and the 20-year-old guy wanted to go back to being 20, but it was irreversible. Then at the table where I had first written, I love you, Harledene, I had now found more people had written, we also love Harledene, and it had covered the whole table. I was terrified because I thought that only I had loved Harledene. It seemed that many more people had also loved Harledene. Then as the table got covered with, we also love Harledene, another supposed had hit me at work. One of my colleagues had, we also love Harledene, all over her face. I hid that table as they would be retrace it back to me as I had first written it. Then my manager brought in another 20-year-old who was going to retire after 60 years of service. That 20-year-old had aged by 60 years, and he was now regretting it. The company has a great pension plan, though, and he was now going to get that. As days went by, more of my colleagues had we also love Harledene all over their bodies. We started finding it all over the building, and even on animals. Only I was not affected by it at all, and I felt so bad. It was just an innocent thing to do to write, I love you, Harledene,